Ladies and gentlemen, we request you all to please be seated as we are starting the summit. Kindly take your seats and please switch your phones to silent mode. You may bring your tea and coffee cups to your tables. We are starting the summit, requesting all our assembled participants to please be seated and kindly switch your phones to silent mode. We'll begin this significant summit by inviting our esteemed dignitaries for the auspicious ceremony of lighting the lamp. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Manoj Nesari, Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for the lamp lighting ceremony. Joining him, we have Dr. Sandeep Bansal, Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha, Mr. Anil Rajput to kindly join for the lamp lighting ceremony. Dr. Khilani to please join us as well. A round of applause as we light the ceremonial lamp. Thank you very much. Dignitaries, you may come together for a group photograph. Please come together for a group photograph. I now request the esteemed dignitaries to kindly take their seats on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage Dr. Manoj Nesari, Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Can we all please welcome him on stage? Joining him, we have Dr. Sandeep Bansal. Please put your hands together and welcome Dr. Sandeep Bansal, Medical Superintendent, VMMC and Safdarjung Hospital, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Let's also welcome Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha, Additional Medical Superintendent, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute of Medical Sciences, and Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Please put your hands together for Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Let's also welcome Mr. Anil Rajput, Chairperson, ASSOCHAM National CSR Council. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Anil Rajput. Dr. Blossom Kochhar will join us in some time from now. Once again, a very warm and hearty welcome to the distinguished dignitaries on stage. Distinguished dignitaries on and off the stage, assembled participants, our young champions, a very warm and hearty welcome to the 3rd Awareness Summit on Illness to Wellness, proudly hosted by ASSOCHAM Foundation for CSR. Can we all start with a round of applause? Thank you very much. I'm your host, Prerna, and on behalf of ASSOCHAM, I would like to thank each one of you for taking the time out and joining us for this summit. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have gathered here to emphasize the importance of shifting the focus from treating illness to promoting holistic wellness. This two-day summit brings together policymakers, thought leaders, medical experts to chart a course towards a healthier India. in line with our collective vision of preventive healthcare and community well-being. So without any further ado, let's begin the day one of this significant summit. And before I invite our first speaker, we would formally welcome the distinguished dignitaries present on stage. I would request Mr. Anil Rajput to formally welcome Dr. Manoj Nesari with a planter. Please once again put your hands together for Dr. Manoj Nesari. Requesting Anil sir to now please welcome Dr. Sandeep Bansal. Kindly keep the applause going. I once again request Anil sir to please welcome Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha. Thank you, Mr. Rajput, for doing the honors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to commence the proceedings, I'd like to invite on the dais Mr. Anil Rajput, Chairperson, ASSOCHAM National CSR Council, for the opening remarks. Can we welcome him on the dais?
Dr. Sandeep Bansal, Medical Superintendent, VMMC and Safdarjung Hospital, New Delhi. Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha, Additional Medical Superintendent, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute of Medical Sciences, and Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, New Delhi. Dr. Manoj Nesari, Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, and Dr. Blossom Kochhar, who will be joining us in a while, Co-Chairperson, ASSOCHAM National Wellness Council, distinguished participants, and friends from the media. Good morning. It is a matter of great honor for me to welcome all of you to the third Awareness Summit on Illness to Wellness. The fact that we have reached a third edition makes me both confident of the path we are on and at the same time mindful of the realities that this is just the beginning. Sustained and collective efforts are the only way of achieving goals that we have set out for ourselves. The awareness summits have played an integral role in strengthening the Illness to Wellness campaign. In the last two editions held in 2023 and 2024, over 30 insightful sessions took place, in which more than 100 prominent speakers have addressed crucial health topics such as wellness strategies, mental well-being, lifestyle-related diseases, and healthcare innovation. These sessions attracted over 1,000 participants, including distinguished experts, healthcare professionals, and notable personalities from various fields. In addition, lakhs were sensitized through social media outreach of the campaign. The summit's success has reinforced the importance of bringing together multiple stakeholders to engage in a meaningful discussions about future of health in India. Over the past decade, we have focused on understanding and learning from what are the major illnesses prevalent in our country, what are their main causes, and what needs to be done to address it in a manner that leads to a healthier society and thereby an increasingly productive nation. A report by SHM and Thought Arbitrage titled Non-Communicable Diseases in India, released in 2021, went in depth into answering many of these questions. The survey that was done as part of the report was based on a very large sample size and found that 8 NCDs are rampant in India. These included hypertension, digestive diseases, diabetes, respiratory diseases, brain neurological disorder, and so on and so forth. The key risk factors for these were mix of environmental, air pollution, high amount of lead, radon, unsafe water and sanitation, etc. And metabolic, high BP, high fasting blood glucose, impaired kidney function, etc., along with low physical activity. Among these, a ranking of prevalence of key risk factors was done, in which air pollution was at 76%, low physical activity at 66.5%, diet low in legumes 55%, high stress level 44%, diet low in fruits 36%, high BMI, overweight and obesity 24%, diet low in whole grain 17% were reported. The report found that when it came to the risk of developing diabetes, the biggest contributors were low physical activity, low intake of fruits and vegetables, and exposure to air pollution, among other factors. When we look at the relative risk of developing heart disease, the report found high stress level, 37%, as the single largest contributor to the ailment, along with other causes like low physical activity and low intake of fruits and vegetables. In the case of hypertension, low physical activity, along with obesity and overweight and exposure to air pollution, were the biggest culprits. Demographies are very important for a nation with the size of population that we have. In this regard, the report finds that the prevalence of NCD to the maximum, that is between 31 to 40%, is in the age group of 50 to 70. However, if we see what the report highlights, nutritional, environmental, physical, and metabolic factors are the root cause of many of the illnesses. And for some time now, these ailments are striking at a much younger age, in the 20s and 30s. The report also alludes to one among many others that inspired us to focus on the issue and the direction that India needs to head in. The objective is the creation of healthier and aware individuals and society. It is precisely with this aim that we have forged an unbreakable bond with the doctor fraternity, with the collective goal of fulfilling our aspirations of a healthier India. I must compliment them for their unflinching support and top-class ideation on how we can address the multifarious challenges and put our nation on the trajectory of superior health. I would at this stage request you to join me in giving a round of applause to all the doctors who are engaged with us. Till date, Illness to Wellness campaign has organized over 475 camps, conducted over 175 interactive sessions, featuring more than 550 renowned experts from various streams of health and wellness. By connecting experts and the public, the campaign has played a key role in advancing the national dialogue on health and wellness. Nothing concrete on sensitization and awareness can be achieved without focusing on and involving children and youth. In fact, teach them young carries a lot of real life significance. This is something we at Illness to Wellness have been doing over the years. Whether it is the critical aspect of air pollution and its impact on health and environment, or health and hygiene, we have made an earnest effort towards greater participation and sensitization of the youth through various activities. In the times ahead, we will look at more ways and tailor even greater activities around health, and through them, get the youth to play a much bigger role in our campaign. At Illness to Wellness, we believe in holistic health solution, and the direction in this regard comes from our ancient text and wisdom, whether it is yoga, Ayurveda, homeopathy, or much more. There is tremendous application of all this in today's life. Allopathy, as a form of medicine, started in 19th century and has played a key role in increasing life expectancy across the globe. It continues to develop science-based, path-breaking new medicine to improve the quality of our life. Ayurveda, homeopathy, Chinese medicine, Unani, and many more have been around for many, many decades, and efficacy of these systems cannot be disregarded. The Government of India, through the Ministry of Ayush, over the past many years, has been doing a phenomenal job of promoting many of these practices and providing an increasingly robust framework. We all talk about the renewed focus on gut health. During and post-COVID pandemic, the fact is this was central to our wise physicians and medical proponents like Sushwarta, Atreya, Agastya, and Charaka. I believe that there is a wide scope and innumerable health benefits for all of us if we apply the best of ancient wisdom with cutting-edge modern medical advances. Illness to Wellness continues to expand its scope across social media platforms with the overarching objective of awareness generation and dissemination of information on identified health-related topics. It is a matter of great satisfaction that we have reached out to over 3.5 million people through our social media outreach on various designated health days through platforms and primarily included Instagram, X, and Facebook. I believe recognitions are an important source of inspiration. At every summit, we celebrate school children and their institutions for their effort and participation on identified subjects like air pollution, environment, health and hygiene. Today and tomorrow, a total of around 40 students who have been selected from over 60 schools will be awarded for their unique expression and understanding of the topics that I have just mentioned. More than 12,000 children participated in the inter-school drawing competition, and 30,000 children have participated in Illness to Wellness hand-washing activities till date. I believe that when children are provided a platform to express their views on important subjects, they come out with the most interesting and thought-provoking exhibits. At the end, let me set forth the priorities and thrust area of Illness to Wellness campaigns that we are likely to focus in the coming years. Sanitation and hygiene, gut health, use of technology for preventive health care to reach the maximum number of needy. Here I would urge the doctors' fraternity to give a little bit of their time for regular X-Space sessions on social media under Illness to Wellness banner, in which people can join in and receive guidance and information on identified health topics. Focus on challenges related to air pollution. Increase collaboration with several agencies who have done a great job in the area of dissemination of information on health-related matters. When an event of this sort happens, eminent personalities like on the dais, along with those who will be participating in the two-day summit, one is assured of visionary guidance and impactful context setting. We have 11 sessions that have been spread across 2 days, and I'm confident that there will be a lot of learnings, takeaways, and implementable strategies on various facets of illness and wellness. My best wishes to all participants and panelists, and may the flame of collective spirit burn brighter than ever before. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Rajput, for setting the tone for this summit. We extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Blossom Kocher, co-chairperson, ASSOCHAM National Wellness Council, and chairperson, Aroma Magic Private Limited. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. To further enrich this session, may I now invite on the dais Dr. Sandeep Bansal, Medical Superintendent, VMMC, and Safdarjung Hospital, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, for his special address. Let's all welcome him.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Anil Rajput, my colleagues from the Ministry of Health and RML Hospital, Madam Blossom Kocher, ladies and gentlemen, and little kids. Thank you for allowing me to speak first, because I had an 11 o'clock meeting, so I requested I may be allowed to speak a little before. I'm really impressed by the content of the meeting. I went through the brochure. It covers almost everything. As doctors, we are taught about primary prevention, primordial prevention, primary prevention, secondary prevention, and tertiary prevention. The very name Illness to Wellness actually talks of secondary prevention and beyond. But the most important and the most impactful, as we all know, is primary prevention, which basically means that, or rather primordial prevention, catch them young, prevent them from developing risk factors which lead to certain diseases. So in that context, the presence of school children and the involvement of school children is perhaps, to my mind, the most important and effective way of promoting a healthier society. We as doctors very often find that a lot of people have inertia when you advise them about changes being made. You tell them about healthier diets, they're not ready to adopt them because they're so used to whatever they have been using. In that spirit, we did a study about 10 years ago, and we presented it at European Society of Cardiology Europrevent program in Amsterdam. We showed that those parents, the children of those parents, in whom either of the parent or both the parents were either diabetic or hypertensive, their parameters were deranged. They were not deranged beyond the range, but they were significantly deranged as compared to those whose parents did not have hypertension or diabetes. So my appeal to every person, every adult over here, whosoever has these problems or is on a borderline, is to adopt healthy lifestyle, not for themselves alone, but for their children. And when the children know about it, or when the teachers teach the children about it, that is perhaps the best way to let it percolate down the society. I was absolutely impressed by the quality of posters that have been prepared for air pollution or for pollution in general. We had a session day before yesterday in our hospital which actually talked of pollution. And I commented that when I was a kid, the father of a very close buddy, I mean, an absolute schoolmate of mine, and then later with me in the medical college, his father was a chairman of Punjab Pollution Control Board. And so we used to talk a lot about how to control pollution at that time. But those things at that time were advisory in nature. I'm talking of something like 45 years ago. So they were advisory in nature. Now the pollution has become such a giant, it is such a killer, that these are no longer advisory. They are mandated. They are mandated with punitive actions by the Pollution Control Board, but that is necessary. That has become necessary. When we talk of air pollution in particular, Delhi goes in a cycle of air pollution every year. Every year there's a talk, but nothing is done. I think organizations like ASSOCHAM need to get like-minded people. The picture that we get during air pollution is that of a person coughing, but believe me when I say that the major way in which people die because of air pollution is through the cardiovascular disease. They get far more heart attacks. In fact, in that spirit, I gave one of my DM fellows a thesis to see as to what was the impact of increasing PM 2.5. You can get all that from the meteorological website. So we actually found that the ambient air pollution in the preceding 1 week was absolutely associated with higher incidence of heart attacks. We are not alone. There are many people, there are studies at the present time going on in Delhi versus Chennai, for example, which has less pollution. So it is absolutely clear that when we breathe more polluted air, we are going to not only have cough, but we are going to die because of heart attacks. So we need to put our heads together to see what are the solutions. There are very many solutions, and when several people put their heads, those wonderful solutions do come out. And we also need to, put them in working in an effective manner. Well, I can go on and on, but I think there are a lot of people to speak after me. I'll thank ASSOCHAM, and I'll thank each one of you for giving me this opportunity to be here and speak to you. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bansal. Please give us this opportunity to thank you. I would request Mr. Anil Rajput to present a token of appreciation to Dr. Sandeep Bansal. Can we please have the memento? Let's all thank Dr. Sandeep Bansal for sparing his valuable time for us and for joining us. Thank you very much, sir. Next, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha, Additional Medical Superintendent, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute of Medical Sciences, and Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, to address the gathering. Let's welcome him.
Mr. Anil Rajput, distinguished guest on dais, my friends, a very good morning. When I came to this hall, my eyes caught the wonderful display of posters on the side walls and also on the outside of this hall. There was a colorful display, and the students, I think they have put their minds on the topics of health hygiene and the prevention of air pollution. If you go into the minute details they have put on the posters, it gives us a wonderful message about the importance of hygiene and the dangers of pollution. I congratulate all the young students who have participated in this program, and I also congratulate SOCHM who has taken this initiative to the very young mind, because they are the future of the society. If they are instilled this message of preventive health and the importance of hygiene, this will go a long way in preventing major illnesses. In our hospital, there have been numerous studies on the importance of health, the hand hygiene. During the COVID, we experienced it. Almost 100% of the doctors, the healthcare workers, and the attendants of the patients, they were using hand hygiene diligently. And this resulted in remarkable decrease in the spread of infection. So this was a demonstration of the effect of preventive healthcare when it is practiced by the society as a whole. The Associated Chambers of Commerce has initiated this decade-long initiative. The message is illness to wellness, and it is commendable. This is a journey. This illness to wellness is a journey, and it is not just about the physical health, but also mental and emotional health. Industry has taken a number of initiatives, such as the one we just saw, the initiative taken by the children. And apart from that, they have initiated other programs also, the prevention and improving the nutrition among the society as large. It is also commendable. These little steps go a long way in making our society healthy, and the decrease in illnesses will happen with these small initiatives. We all know India has made significant progress in healthcare in recent years, and the government has also launched several initiatives to promote wellness and prevent illness. Recently, government has launched the Fit India movement, which aims to promote physical activity and sports among Indians. This movement is also aligned with the concept of World Health Organization's recommendation that at least 3 hours of moderate exercise should be practiced by everybody, and at least 75 hours of vigorous physical activity per week. So I think with this Fit India movement, our young generation, they will be inspired to participate in more physical activity, rather than being indoor and involved with the electronic gadgets. The government has also launched Eat Right India movement, which also promotes the healthy eating habit and reduce the consumption of unhealthy foods. Recently, our Honorable Prime Minister also advocated to reduce the consumption of oil in our diet by 10%. Our Prime Minister has a wide mass appeal, and all his initiatives, they are taken and they are appreciated well by the society at large. And we will soon see a significant reduction in the consumption of oil, and it is directly going to increase the healthy society. The obesity, which results from inactivity as well as consumption of unhealthy food, will have a remarkable improvement. As individuals, we also play a crucial role. Let us start by making small changes to our daily habit, such as eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. We can also prioritize the preventive health care by getting regular checkup and screening, and by practicing good hygiene and sanitation. It is a collective effort that requires participation of all of us, communities, and government. I urge all of you to support the noble mission of ASSOCHAM to make a commitment to our health and well-being. Let us work together to create a healthier and more wellness-oriented society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and reach their full potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jha, for sharing your valuable insights with us. It is now time for the keynote address. We are honored to welcome a distinguished expert whose work has significantly contributed to promoting holistic health and wellness. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Manoj Nesri, Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Can we all extend a warm welcome?
Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, Mr. Anil Rajput, the Chairperson, ASSOCHAM, National CSR Council, Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha, the Additional Medical Superintendent, Dr. Sandeep Bansal, who just left, Dr. Blossom Kochhar, Sandeep Jain, and many others who are here. First of all, I congratulate ASSOCHAM for taking this initiative, not for today, but even since past few years, illness to wellness, and this is a very important initiative. And more importantly, taking this message to the schools and especially catching them young, what we say, with the children, because they are the tomorrow's citizens, they are the tomorrow's India they are. And as we know, that today the India is a young India. On an average, the age of India is around 35 years. But then after 35 years, India will have the more senior citizens. And in that case, it is more important that how actually we nurture our today's young generation for the tomorrow's India. And when we talk about the illness to wellness, and when we talk about especially wellness, we must understand what is meant by wellness. And wellness is not the physical health, but it is the physical health, it is the mental health, and it is the spiritual health. All these three components are very important, because when we talk about the life, because Ayurveda, as the name says, it is not the science of medicine. It is the way of life, and it addresses everything right from medicine up to your wellness, and not only the wellness of the human being, but the wellness of the entire society. what the Prime Minister said in the G20, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is the thought where actually the entire universe is one family, and when we say the entire universe, it is not limited to only human being. It is all the living and non-living. Whether it is the human being, whether they are the animals, whether they are the birds, whether they are the non-living things like the soil and water and air, the space, everything. So that everything is the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And when we talk about the wellness, we should talk about the wellness of each of these things, and each of these things, they impact each other. It is not that only I can stay healthy and my neighbor is not healthy. Or say, for example, Delhi is healthy, but then the Indore is not healthy, or Mumbai is not healthy. So that is not going to help, and that actually we realized during the COVID pandemic. शुरू कहाँ से हुआ? China से शुरू हो गया, and then gradually it spread across the world. So we cannot simply close our eyes that something is going wrong somewhere and I should be healthy. It can't happen. And that's what the Prime Minister said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. So Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is not a political, actually, the slogan, but it has a lot of meaning. Each of us, we are responsible for the wellness of India. Whether they are the young, whether they are the old, whether they are the male, whether they are the women, everyone. So Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and the same is there within our body. हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि मेरा शरीर ठीक है लेकिन मेरा मन ठीक नहीं है, मेरी आत्मा ठीक है. हम तो आत्मा के बारे में बात ही नहीं करते, सोचते भी नहीं है. क्योंकि जैसे कोई भी एक ट्राइपॉड होता है, और एक ट्राइपॉड के ऊपर अगर ट्राइपॉड है तो चाहे आपका कैमरा है, वो कैमरा भी स्टेबल है क्योंकि उसका जो ट्राइपॉड है. तो कोई भी चीज़ को स्टेबल रखने के लिए कम से कम 3 चीज़ें चाहिए. तो लाइफ को स्टेबल रखने के लिए 3 चीज़ें जो है वो है शरीर, आत्मा और मन. ये ट्राइपॉड है लाइफ का, और इसको हमें अच्छा रखना है, इसको हमें स्वस्थ रखना है. सो वी हैव टू एड्रेस द फिजिकल हेल्थ, द मेंटल हेल्थ and the spiritual health. All these three components, they are very important and they are interconnected. अगर बॉडी का एक पार्ट ठीक नहीं है तो दूसरा पार्ट ठीक नहीं होगा. सबका साथ सबका विकास. एक अगर खराब हो गया तो अल्टीमेटली दूसरा जाके खराब होगा. अगर हार्ट आपका ठीक नहीं है तो उसका इम्पैक्ट जो है वो लंग्स के ऊपर होना है. लंग्स ठीक नहीं है तो उसका इम्पैक्ट आपके हार्ट के ऊपर होना है. अगर आपका पेट ठीक नहीं है तो उसका असर जो है वो कई सारी चीज़ों के ऊपर होना है. और ये एक हार्मोनियस वे ऑफ लिविंग जो है, ये हार्मोनियस वे ऑफ लिविंग जो है वो सभी में है. विद इन आवर बॉडी भी जो है, आज हम बात करते हैं गट माइक्रोबियोम की. सम 20 years back, nobody talk about the gut microbiome. Always we think that the bacteria, they are bad and we should kill them. Kill and kill. But we never know that how many types of bacteria are there. There are millions of bacteria. There are millions of viruses. And these viruses, they keep on mutating. तो आज एक है, कल दूसरा कोई आ जाएगा. तो इंस्टेड एक्चुअली हार्मोनियस वे ऑफ लिविंग क्या है, इसको हमें सीखना है, इसको हमें प्रमोट करना है. एंड दिस शुड बी आवर वे ऑफ द थिंकिंग फ्रॉम इलनेस टू वेलनेस. जापानीज ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन है जिसको काम्पो कहते हैं, उसमें एक कंसेप्ट है मी बायो. सो मी बायो इज अ कंसेप्ट. ऑन वन साइड इट इज अ एब्सोल्यूट हेल्दी स्टेटस, जो आयुर्वेद ने कहा है कि समदोषा समाग्निश्चय वगैरह वगैरह, कि मतलब ऑल द बॉडीली फंक्शन दे आर एब्सोल्युटली इन परफेक्ट इक्विलिब्रियम. तो एक है स्टेट ऑफ परफेक्ट हेल्थ, और दूसरी स्टेज है, एक स्टेट है इलनेस. बट मोस्ट ऑफ अस, आई वुड से 99%, we are in between. We are not absolutely perfectly healthy. हो सकता है किसी को थोड़ा सा कुछ जुकाम होगा, हो सकता है किसी को थोड़ा सा पेट में गैस बनती होगी, और कुछ थोड़ा सा होगा. That we do not consider as an illness, that we don't consider as a disease, because it is not a full blown disease जिसके लिए आपको कोई मेडिसिन की आवश्यकता है. But then that is not the perfect state of balance. और दूसरा है डिसीज़ की, जब आपको कोई दवा खानी पड़ती है, बीपी बढ़ा हुआ है, शुगर बढ़ी है, ये वो वगैरह वगैरह. सो मोस्ट ऑफ अस वी एक्चुअली स्टे इन दिस बिटवीन, एंड दिस बिटवीन स्टेज इज कॉल्ड एज मी बायो. अब ये जो मी बायो स्टेज है उससे भी हमें एक्चुअली इम्प्रूव होना है कि जो हम कहते हैं कि डायबिटीज़ का जो है रिवर्सल हो सकता है, हार्ट डिसीज़ का रिवर्सल हो सकता है, कैंसर का रिवर्सल हो सकता है। तो कैंसर अगर अर्ली स्टेज में है तो उसका रिवर्सल हो सकता है। तो ये सारी जो चीज़ें हम जब कहते हैं कि रिवर्सल हो सकता है, ये स्टेज है कि ये मी बायो का हम अदर एंड में अगर है तो हम उसके अर्ली फेज में कैसे जाए, और इसके लिए हमें ये तीनों के ऊपर ध्यान रखना होगा, whether it is your body, whether it is your mind, whether your spirit, the soul. और इसके लिए एक बाहर एक पोस्टर मैंने देखा, आई रियली गॉट इम्प्रेस्ड। जो भी बच्चा है जिसने स्कूल में किया है उसने वहाँ पे डेमोक्रेसी दिखाई है, और ये डेमोक्रेसी को उसने हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस के साथ में कनेक्ट किया है। इट रियली टच्ड मी, क्योंकि डेमोक्रेसी का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है कि आप अपनी बात रख सकते हो, आप अपने विचार रख सकते हो, आप अपने जैसे चाहे वैसे आप आपकी लाइफस्टाइल जी सकते हो। दिस इज डेमोक्रेसी। और यही है कि जो आयुर्वेद ने भी कहा है कि नित्यम हिताहार विहार सेवी समीक्षकारी विशेषो असक्तः दाता समहा सत्यपराः क्षमावान आप्तोपचय सेवित भवति अरोगः। अब इसमें कई सारे बातें कही हैं, एक दो तीन बातें केवल आपको मैं कहता हूँ। तो उसमें क्या कहा कि नित्यम हिताहार विहार से यूजुअली जो हम बात करते हैं कि कितना खाना चाहिए, क्या खाना चाहिए, तेल कम खाओ, शुगर कम खाओ, फलाना वगैरह वगैरह, और एक्सरसाइज करो इत्यादि। तो जो खाना जो है नित्यम आहार हो गया, और एक्सरसाइज करना है, इतना चलना है वगैरह, वो विहार हो गया। बट देन देर आर अदर थिंग्स क्या है, बिकॉज वी लिव इन अ सोसाइटी। अगर किसी आदमी को एक आइसोलेशन में रखा जाए, दैट इटसेल्फ इज अ पनिशमेंट। स्पेशली जो आज ओल्ड एज में लोग जो है जो घर में अकेले रहते हैं, सी द काइंड ऑफ डिप्रेशन दे एक्चुअली सफ़र, इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ लोनलीनेस। तो वी लिव इन सोसाइटी, और सोसाइटी अगर है तो उसमें हमें एक दूसरे का ख्याल रखना चाहिए। तो उसमें उन्होंने कहा समीक्षकारी विशेषु असक्तः। विशेषु असक्तः मतलब क्या है कि किसी भी चीज़ को आप चिपक के मत बैठिएगा। आज जिसको हम सब्सटेंस एब्यूज़ कहते हैं वो यहाँ पे कहा है। तो सब्सटेंस एब्यूज इज नॉट नेसेसरी द ड्रग एडिक्शन। मोबाइल जो है ये भी एक एडिक्शन है। तो हर किसी चीज़ का है, चाहे मोबाइल हो, चाहे वो पैसा हो, चाहे वो सत्ता हो, चाहे फूड हो, क्लोथिंग हो, शूज़ हो, वट एवर इट इज़। किसी भी चीज़ के साथ में ज़्यादा चिपक के रहना, यहाँ तक कि चाहे वो मेरे पेरेंट्स है या मेरा बच्चा है उसके साथ भी ज़्यादा चिपक के रहना, ये भी बहुत ख़राब है, क्योंकि हर एक को अपना अपना फ्रीडम चाहिए। सो विशेषु असक्तः। फिर दूसरा है कि दाता, हमें देने की जो है वो इच्छा होनी चाहिए, दूसरे को मदद करने की इच्छा होनी चाहिए, और जितना हम दूसरे को मदद करेंगे उतना दूसरे भी हमें मदद करेगा। सो दिस इज अ साइकिल, सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी जिसको कहते हैं, ये है कि मैं दूसरे को मदद करूंगा, दूसरा मुझे मदद करेगा, और हर एक दूसरे को इस प्रकार से अगर हम सहायता करेंगे तो उससे जो है वो कंट्री का ग्रोथ होगा, कंट्री की इकोनॉमी बढ़ेगी। तो ये दूसरा है कि हमने एक दूसरे को हमेशा ख्याल रखना चाहिए, एक देने की इच्छा होनी चाहिए, और तीसरा होना चाहिए कि हमने हमेशा सम्मान करना चाहिए दूसरे का। तो दूसरे का सम्मान करेंगे, हर एक व्यक्ति एक दूसरे का सम्मान करेगा तो वो मेरा भी सम्मान करेगा। अब ये जो चीज़ें हैं, दीज थिंग्स दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर स्पिरिचुअल हेल्थ। तो स्पिरिचुअल हेल्थ मतलब ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपने केवल मेडिटेशन करना है, एक जगह बैठना है, जो भी आपका भगवान है, चाहे वो भगवान विष्णु है, राम है, कृष्ण है, अल्लाह है, जो भी है, जीसस है, उसकी जाके प्रार्थना करनी है। नॉट नेसेसरीली। एक दूसरे के अंदर का जो भगवान है उसको हमें देखना है, उसका हमें रिस्पेक्ट करना है। एक दूसरे का रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे, अपने आप जो है वो हमें मन में शांतता मिलेगी। अगर मैं आपको गाली दूंगा, आप मुझे गाली देंगे, देन आई विल कीप ऑन थिंकिंग कि यू अब्यूज मी, एंड देन द होल थिंग्स दे गेट विशिएटेड ग्रेजुअली। कल ही जो एक समाचार मिला कि किसी जो एक मंत्री है, वो मंत्री के जो रिलेटिव्स है, दो सगे भाई है, एक दूसरे ने उसको शूट कर दिया। तो ये जो है ये एक्चुअली सदाचार नहीं है, तो हमें सदाचार रखना चाहिए। सो दिस इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट मैसेज दैट वी हैव टू एक्चुअली लर्न फ्रॉम दिस। सो व्हाट द ऑनरेबल हेल्थ मिनिस्टर नड्डा जी सेड, सबका साथ सबका विकास के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, day before yesterday there was a speech on there was a rather dialogue on the health in the parliament, and there actually he mentioned that since last 10 years especially, जो हमारी health policy है, the 2017 health policy, so there is shift in the health policy 2002 and the health policy 2017. The 2002 health policy was more focused on the illness, the diseases, whereas the 2017 health policy is more focused on the wellness, the preventive part, the promotion of the health. So this is a shift. And in this, there is the integration of all the systems. तो चाहे वो एलोपैथी है, आयुर्वेद है, योग है, and not only that, even beyond that, the various जो sciences है, technology है, इन सबको हमें integrate करना है कि how actually we can integrate all these various knowledge systems. I won't say the sciences, all the knowledge systems, और इसको हम साथ में लेके जाए. And the Naddaji actually started his speech with this, and then he gave also mentioned about the AIIMS and how the Ayush has been integrated in the AIIMS and in the various national health programs. In another 2 minutes, just I would like to mention about how the integration actually can help. We know that the iron deficiency anemia, we are suffering with this for last 75 years plus. And we are pumping the iron and folic acid. But still today, the incidence of anemia is very high. You take the demographic data of any district, at least 40% of the population, especially the young women, in the menopause, in the age of between 13, 14 to around 22. So 30-40% of these young girls, though they are anemic, the children, they are anemic, having iron deficiency anemia, and probably it is not because of the deficiency in the intake, but probably it is the deficiency in the uptake in the gut. So with this thought, we implemented a program. This is a formulation based on grapes. This is absolutely natural. There is no chemical, and this is an edible. This is a food item. It is not a medicine. And this has shown the miracle. We started with this district in the Belgaum, and then we gradually actually implemented this program in the various other districts in collaboration with the Women and Child Development, and there actually we have demonstrated that how there is significant improvement in the hemoglobin. And this data has also been now analyzed by say ICMR. So it is not just only one any agency doing it, but then there are multiple agencies. And because of that, now the Prime Minister has given this opportunity to work the WCD ministry and the Ayush together and to implement this program in 10 districts, the aspirational districts, under the mission Utkarsh. So before actually starting this intervention, the incidence on and around it was 34%, and within 1 year it dropped down to 2.2%. So this is a significant improvement what we see. So similarly, there is a lot of strength in the antenatal care. So we talk about the MMR and IMR, maternal mortality rate, infant mortality rate, and these things definitely we can overcome with the integration of the various systems. We also talk about the obesity, and recently Prime Minister mentioned about curtailing the obesity, controlling the obesity, and he gave the 10 names of the parliamentarians and other dignitaries to actually do this campaign. So this yoga is one system that we have. So yoga and other exercises and the diet, the Ayurveda Ahar. So that also we can utilize in controlling the obesity as well as the diabetes. The tuberculosis is the another the element. So once upon a time there was a lot of tuberculosis. Then because of the various interventions, the TB incidence came down. And now again we see that again now it is increasing. There is a lot of cachexia. So the Nikshay Bharat. So how we can integrate, how can we work toward the Nikshay Bharat? And lastly, when we talk about the pollution, at the same time, we are using a lot of chemicals even for the hand wash also. And a lot of these chemicals, whether the detergents and other things, whether for the hand wash, whether for the bathing, whether for the cleaning of the clothes and other things. So that entire detergent, it goes in the rivers, and that's why we see the river foaming. Yamuna mein jhaag aa gaya, kai sare aate hai, but again we are actually responsible for that. So how we can minimize the use of chemicals, we can minimize the use of antibiotics, and how we can go towards more the natural way of thinking. So this I think that is the probably everyone has to introspect and try to have the more thought on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nesri, for your enlightening address. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now showcase a video in which our young champions spread awareness through a painting competition on illness to wellness. Please direct your attention towards the screen. A round of applause for our young champions. Some of them are present here as well, and their work is displayed here. And now to conclude the inaugural session, I invite on the dais Dr. Blossom Kocher, Co-Chairperson, ASSOCHAM National Wellness Council, and Chairperson, Aroma Magic Private Limited, to share her remarks. Let's welcome her.
All the dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this inaugural session, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for your invaluable time and participation here today. It has been an absolute honor to witness the convergence of bright young minds and influential leaders who share the common vision of promoting wellness and well-being in our society. I would like to extend a special thank you to our distinguished speakers who have graciously shared their insights with us today, Mr. Anil Rajput, Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha, Dr. Manoj Nasari, and of course, Dr. Sandeep Bansal, who has already left because he had to go. Your knowledge and expertise in the areas of healthcare, wellness, and of course, preventive measures are not only inspiring to all of us, but essential to achieving our collective goals. A big thank you, of course, to all the delegates, healthcare professionals, and experts present today. Your unwavering commitment to the cause of wellness and preventive healthcare is what drives initiatives like this forward and makes them very, very impactful. As we continue with the Illness to Wellness campaign, I encourage each of you to stay connected, stay informed, and most importantly, stay motivated. That is very, very important. Let us all commit to making wellness a priority in our personal and professional lives. Together, we can break down the myths surrounding health and well-being and build a healthier future for all of us. I also wish to express my sincere thanks to the ASSOCHAM team for organizing this event, which promises to be a platform for learning, collaboration, and growth. In conclusion, I would like to remind all of us that wellness is not just the absence of illness, like Dr. Manoj had said, and I think all of them on the dais had said, in fact, but a holistic approach that embraces physical well-being, so physical health, mental clarity, emotional well-being, spirituality, and harmony with our environment. Let's continue this journey with open minds and a shared vision. Now, before I say thank you again, I would just like to give you a tip that I follow with this wellness, because, you know, when we are in a corporate situation or when we are working, we forget to do a lot of things. And then that really builds up and we have a problem. So what I do is I put my phone I put an alarm on my phone every hour. And I get up from my chair, whatever I'm doing, wherever I am, and I'll get up and then I move. Because that is one thing we never do. We never move. We are always sitting. So I move. After that, I move, or I move around, or I walk around, or I even do a thing just like this. After that, I drink some water, okay, because that again is very, very important, like every one of you will say, and we somehow seem to forget to drink water during our day. I drink a little water, and after that, I smile. I smile. If there's nobody there, I just smile. If there's someone there, it's fantastic. And then I say thank you. I say thank you for what happened, and that makes my mind go to what happened in this 1 hour that really made me, you know, it was something that I needed to be grateful for. Now that makes a difference. It changes the whole thing. And then I sit down and I go back again. It just takes me 5 minutes, but believe it or not, it does do a lot of good, at least for me. And I would love to have you all follow that during your work. Maybe not every hour, but let's do it at least once in 2 hours maybe, or 3 hours. But that's something that's really going to get you going. Okay? And thank you all once again to all of you for your valuable contributions. We look forward to the engaging sessions ahead, which are going to be very, very interesting. I can see a lot of wonderful doctors here, and it's going to be amazing, I know. Stay well, stay healthy, stay happy, and let us work together towards creating a world of wellness for everyone. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Dr. Kochhar, for your words of wisdom and for sharing a wonderful suggestion with us. And now I would request Mr. Anil Rajput to please present a token of respect to his fellow dignitaries. We'll start with Dr. Manoj Nesri. Can we have a round of applause for Dr. Manoj? Let's all thank him for his gracious presence. Kindly keep the applause going. We now present a token of respect to Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha. A round of applause for Dr. Manoj Kumar Jha. And we now present it to Dr. Blossom Kochhar. Thank you, ma'am, for your gracious presence. I now request the dignitaries to please come together for a group photograph. Please come forward and together for a group photograph. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude the inaugural session and will now move forward to the first session themed The Power of Prevention, Women's Health Across the Ages. We'll quickly prepare our stage